Good morning, it's Sunday morning and I'm going to attempt to unload the 10B. Notice I said attempt because so many things I do we never really know how it's going to work out. But if you remember last fall it didn't want to run when I loaded it, so I winched it on, but I cleaned the carburetor and now it seems to be running, so now I'm going to attempt to unload it. So let's see how it goes. Well, that went good. You can see I wanted to get it sitting on some old planks or piece of wood so that it wouldn't freeze into the ground, because it rained all last night and it's really squishy, and then it's going to freeze up later this week, so I want to be able to move it because I want to get the boom on it, because I might be using it to pick something off a trailer next weekend that I'm acquiring. Now I have to tilt the trailer back so that the boom goes up and start to line it up to put it back on. I've tilted the trailer back, so that brings the boom up. Now I have to pull the boom over to the left to line up, to slide in there, and then I'll have to jack it up and then pull ahead with the crane and work at getting it lined up. So I'm going to keep at it. Now I'm going to attempt to move the 10B forward up to the boom. I put a come along on it there to pull it over slightly sideways to make it line up, And now we'll try driving ahead again, see if it'll go into its slot. This is a home-built boom, and you can see it's going in there tight against the side, but here there's little interference, so I have to try and spread the ears on the boom a little bit, see if it'll spring just very slightly. I managed to pull it just a little bit with the come along. We'll see if it'll slide in now. It has slid in, now we have to go up with it. Now I'm oiling it to hopefully make it slide a little better. Getting closer. Now I'm going to lower it a little. Now I'm going to try going in a little bit more. Now I have to go back up just a little. It's part way through. We're going to bump it ahead just a little bit again. There, one goes in. So now I'll work on the other side. I'll take the come along around to the front because the boom has to be pulled over to the right just slightly to get that eye back far enough. Well, my battery went dead, so I took a break, and now I'm going to come back. I want to finish getting this boom hooked on. I actually, instead of pulling over on the boom on the front end to get this back to line up, it just dawned on me. I got in and I swung the house a little bit. Now I got to lower it, as you see. Too far. Oh, now back up. A little more. A little bit, yeah. We'll get the pin. there. I'm gonna grease it up and put it in. And that pin's in. So that all went pretty darn good. So now you can see I hooked up the boom support ropes, and I greased all the shivs for the boom support up there and on the point. When there's no pressure on them, they take grease a lot better. Now I'll start it up and try lifting the boom. So there it is. The boom goes up. Next I have to get the tag line winder back down on the boom in location and get that clamped in place good. And then I'll be ready to, I'm going to hook up, what I want to hook up is a 3-part line for lifting around here at first. So I think that's it for today. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you on the next one.